Justin's got 14 runners at Kenilworth on Saturday. Looks to be a busy day for him. Justin, let's start in the first. You've got Fallow and Cora improved before a bit of a rest.
Yes, unfortunately she hurt her hind muscle and has had a long break, but I do think she'll probably need a first outing, especially in this type of race. I've used the work riders races with this and one other horse as a race because the riders aren't allowed to use the whip and stuff like that. It's a lovely race to bring a horse out after a long break. So she's wanted that, and we just hope for a positive run.
Give me more time. Had the 2 runs should improve?
Yes, he's doing well at home. I think in this type of race, you can't leave him out. This is the same rider that won by half the race course on one of my runners last time out, and the horse got nailed in the merit rating. So it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. So this is another little tester. I think this rider is very, very impressive and could be the dark horse of the race.
Yeah, that sometimes wins these races, the rider's ability. You've got Mr. Monocle as well, had the 3 runs before a rest.
Yes, we actually, sadly he's got one very bad eye, and we actually had him retired, and it was very hard to home a horse with one eye, so we decided just to put him back into training and do something with him. So he's a horse that will go over a lot of ground, and this is just a nice little prep to bring him on.
Race 2, you've got Hunting Trip, good second on debut.
She's doing very well at home, and I think she could be, one to fight it out.
Race 4, doubling up, likewise second on debut.
This is Bulgarian's brother by Twice Over. Very impressive first up run. It wasn't just that he ran second, the manner in which he ran second. He came from quite a bit back, and he was very impressive on debut. I think it was quite a strong field as well. Certainly one to follow. And be very interesting to see how he runs, what type of level he's going to race for in his future.
2 in race 4, future turn, 4 good runs, nice colt.
Yes, very unlucky up to date. I think there'll have to be something really nice in the race to beat him on his current form. I think the right jockey, Keegan DeMello, I think he'll run a big race.
Holy Orders in the same race, up to a mile should suit him?
Yes. Quite a heavy set horse. I do think he'll run a much improved. He's had a few wind issues, things, but nothing that we couldn't actually just work with, the tongue ties and stuff. So you could see a little bit more of improvement, but you take it that the stable companion would be the one to beat.
Race 5, double duet, always thereabouts?
Yes. Nice race for him. He's had a bit of a break. He's had a little prep run over shorter into the 1800. I do think he should be in the money.
Quasimodo there as well, 2 recent thirds.
Well, this is where you get a maiden handicap, and here you have a horse with a low weight. Normally I would have said, okay, he would have a so-so chance. With the weight advantage, he's got to be a big runner.
Race 6, scored his masterpiece, running well?
Running very well, very competitive form. He's come back to where he was before he made the trip to Natal. I do think he's going to be right on top of them. I think he'll fight it out, but the stable companion's one we'll talk about just now.
Yeah, Royal Aussie, obviously an improving colt, 2 seconds and then a great win.
Yes, just whether he's a little bit immature, he's a very, very nice horse. The handicappers are giving him a very high rating for a horse that's just won a maiden. So he's got to play off a high level straight into his racing career, but I see what the handicappers saw. He is a nice individual, certainly a horse that if he could win off this rating, he's certainly a horse to watch. As I said the other day when I had Tipsy Tarragon and horses like that, if the 3-year-olds can win off a high rating this early in their careers, that's good enough to be in group races. That's how good the 3-year-old has to be at this time of the year to win these races. They have to be group level. So this will be his tester.
Race 7, you've got Berenberg, won her maiden in PE.
Yes. He's a horse that's always sort of impressed me a little bit. He won well, he keeps going Shinsel. We've given him a bit of a break. He's come out of it now, and we're just hoping for a good positive run. I'm not too sure he's the type horse that should suit the soft ground, but in saying that, it helps his shin.
Kimble O'Hara in the same race, won well second time.
Kimble O'Hara is the horse I'm talking about from the Work Riders race. The handicappers gave him a 90-plus rating for winning a Work Riders race, and I had 3 of the 6 horses that were left in the race, and none of them I don't think would probably win a race. So he's been given a hefty penalty for winning what is a work riders race. And I really just hope for the owners, it's a lovely partnership, and I really hope that the handicappers are correct and he can race off that. So the conditions will suit him, and certainly a nice type of horse has to go into everything.
And then in the last, you've got Ola Bombshell. Had the 2 runs should improve?
Yes. I do think the Royal Mo's like a little bit further, over 1,200, further 14 mile, I think is more where they're looking at. But she is a filly that I saw work this morning, and she got a beautiful action about her, and certainly must go in. It was the maiden filly's 1,200 split, and then we decided to add her in. I probably would have been more confident over further, but I don't... in the conditions that we're going to have on Saturday, at 1,200 is going to be like a mile, I can promise you. So certainly got to go into everything.
Plenty of runners out. Let's hope you have a good day.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks very much to Justin SNAITH. 14 runners on Saturday at Kenilworth.